Welcome back to the Fearless Females Voice podcast, where women's stories and experiences are shared in order to empower and inspire others. On this episode, I wanted to do something a little different and also something very special. It's been 6 months since I started Fearless Females, and I've had the pleasure of working with 12 different women on my program, along with some clients who I work with on a one-to-one only. I remember when I first started Fearless Females and I was super nervous. I was putting myself out there and I was just scared about getting clients. But these ladies have had the trust and faith in me to support them along their journeys, which has been incredible. So this episode is dedicated to my incredible clients and their successes. I've shared a few of their success stories on my Instagram page and my website, but there are way more, and I'll be sharing these with you next year. But for now, I'm gonna go through some of them so you can have a little listen and we can celebrate their wins together. So firstly, I'd like to talk to you about Mira. Mira is my first ever paid client and joined me back in June. She committed to the initial 3-month program, and after the program and 3 months, she continued to work with me. She wanted to keep her journey going as she really saw the benefit of the work that we were doing together, and she's still my client to date. So I recorded a podcast with Mira where she goes through her experience of being on the program and what she's gained from it, but I'd like to share my side of the story. So be prepared for me to start bigging her up. I remember our first ever call where Mira was telling me how she didn't know what she wanted to do next in her life, in her career, and that things were so muddled up in her mind. She was really stuck in life and needed a sense of direction and a way to move forwards. So after working with her for now 6 months, she has made incredible progress. So she shows up every single week for the group calls. She's committed to the journey. She takes action. And I remember within the first month, we did some mindset work to really understand her fears, her blockers, and what she really wanted from life. And this was completely different to what she initially thought she wanted. So there was a bit of a change of direction for her already through the conversations and the work that we were doing. We actually identified her dream role. And this was, again, different to what she thought it would be. But once this role was identified, she then had to figure out, okay, how do I actually get this dream role? And that's what we did together. We mapped out a plan of how to get there. Sometimes when you're looking to have a career change or a career transition, the role that you're going for may require certain experiences or qualifications that you may not have. But this is something, if you want to do it, you can achieve. And she went for it. So after coming up with a game plan for her, she started following the steps like clockwork and has landed herself a scholarship in order to do the training that she needs. And this scholarship, she was chosen out of hundreds and hundreds of people. And this has saved her on, I think, over £2,000 worth of training fees. She's been leveling up in her work as well and leading sessions instead of sitting on the sidelines. She's upped her quality time with her family and friends. She's getting involved more. She's increased her confidence. And the best part, she's prioritizing herself. She has truly leveled up in all areas of her life. And next year, we're going to be focusing on continuing this personal growth, landing her this dream job, and also working on her relationships. So Jaydeep is another incredible girl on my program. So before she joined, she had gone through some changes in her life. And through this, she had managed to lose herself. Now, losing herself or losing your identity is quite common for us women because we go through many different changes in life and transitions. So this is where she was at. She was lacking confidence, had anxiety, was struggling with imposter syndrome for her business. So her goals from the program were to find herself again, to work on a routine for success that works for her, and also build her business. Jaydeep was again committed to the program and the transformation, turned up every week to the group calls, and we also had some one-to-one strategy calls that truly set her up in terms of having a game plan. She was taking action from day one. I remember on the first call, taking notes. And then straight after the call, she's like, yep, I've done that. I've done that. I placed that order and this is where I'm at. And I was like, wow, she's going to go far. She set up her routine. She recognized the areas which were weak in her routine and she started strengthening them. She's been working on herself and completing all the modules of the education from the program and dug deeper to really get to know herself. And through this process, she's increased her confidence and her business has started booming. I was just speaking to her, I think it was 2, 3 weeks ago, and she was saying to me before she started the program with me, she had a certain amount of clients. And then as soon as she joined, every month, the amount of clients she's getting is going higher and higher. And this is something that was a goal of hers. And we've now set this as a goal for next year to really now push in her business and grow it. For her, it was mindset, confidence, and she's doing incredibly well. She's showing up as a new woman now. So, this is incredible. Vimisha is another client of mine who came to me as she was stuck in her career. I remember our first call, and her words were, I'm stuck in a rut. Those were her exact words. She was doing a job that she didn't enjoy. She'd also been through a lot with lockdown, and her routine was lost. So she needed a sense of direction in her life. She wasn't really sure what she wanted to do next, and this is what we were working on. I wanted to ensure that she was building the right routine for her and also taking action and getting stuff done. Again, Vimisha showed up to the group calls every single week, completed all of the assignments, and was dedicating certain time slots every week to work on herself, which was incredible. She was completely prioritizing this program and prioritizing herself. She was working on her mindset, working on her routine, and more importantly, one of her goals was working on her health. She had a great positive attitude every week, was very open in the group call settings, and that's what helped her get the most out of this program. She's developed now a winning routine for herself, has improved her health and fitness and achieved great goals in that specific area of her life, and she's really smashing out of work. She's had a promotion recently and she's getting recognized for her hard work. Incredibly proud of what she's achieved. I've also been working with another client who I'd like to recognize. Her name is Bavisha. I've been working with her for over 3 months now, and she has been transforming like crazy. She's taken action and she's very dedicated to her development. I remember the first ever call that we had where she was telling me that I can't do this, I can't do that. And the mentality there was, I can't, I can't, I can't. She just couldn't see a brighter future and felt stuck in her ways. She wanted to take action, but felt exhausted mentally and physically, which is why she joined the program to get some help in that area. So Bavisha had set some health and mindset goals she wanted to work on, and she has now been developing this. She comes in with a positive can do attitude and has stuck to the new habits which we've set, and this has created a great routine for her. So before she joined, she had some sciatica pains and couldn't fit in the exercises to help her with improving these pains. And through working together, we realized what the key blockers were for her for not doing these exercises. And she's now doing them daily, twice a day, in fact, as the doctor has prescribed. And this is something that she hadn't been able to do since she was diagnosed in March. And since working together, she's been doing it like clockwork. Now she's nailed that one exercise and habit that she didn't think she could do. She now sees a brighter future to say, okay, I can actually do other things. And we've started implementing more into her routine. She's spending way more time to herself and neglecting her phone. This was a big one. She was stuck to her phone, stuck to seeing what other people are doing, but more thinking of others instead of thinking of herself. So we've been setting boundaries in her life in order for her to really focus on her own self. She's now looking after herself and doing the things she loves and in a much better place. I've also been working with Krupa for around 2 months, and she is a dream. She's so self aware and recognizes straight away which areas she needs to improve on. I just love working with her. Every conversation we have in our one-to-ones is just incredible. I feel very energized through our sessions. And she came to me with some personal and business goals. And the foundation, which was needed for them, was working on her mindset and overcoming her key blockers. She had a business project which she's been working on, and she wanted to launch it. There were some blockers in the way, which we talked through, and I've got her to take action, which she's now doing. She's now shared this proposal with her friends, with her family, with the Fearless Females group, and she's openly talking about it and building this business. She's also, through this process, identified other areas of her passions and what her actual purpose is. During our sessions, I set Krupa some assignments every week for her to slowly come out of her comfort zone and start taking action bit by bit on the game plan, which we discussed initially in our strategy call. And I tell you what, she comes to the calls prepared and always rises to the challenge. She means business, honestly. She's been super positive and has trusted in the process and the journey. And seeing her grow has just been amazing for me. I've also been working with Hina for around 2 months now, and wow, what a great 2 months it's been. Hina came to me feeling a little stuck and lost in life. She had got herself a new job, which was a complete change in direction for her. So she'd almost taken a couple of steps back to be in a role that she enjoyed. And this is quite normal when you're doing a career transition. If you don't have experience in a certain area, it's like me, for example, doing engineering for all my life. And then if I want to go into a finance role, I don't have any qualifications, I have never done it before, I would be starting off in a less of a position that I was in engineering, in a lower position, should I say. And that's absolutely fine. She's now doing something she loves. But she wasn't sure on what to do next or how to get to the next level. By next level, I mean, okay, she wanted to know, how can I get the promotion? What do I need to do next? How can I actually sort out what's going on in my mind and have a clear plan of action? And after having an initial strategy call with her, we identified the areas to work on and a game plan, the steps to take in order to reach her mini goals. The number one goal was a promotion. And this was definitely within her reach. There were just a few things that she needed to sort out, and she's now on that journey of getting there. The focus area here was to get to know herself, build her confidence, obviously work on her promotion, and work at building stronger relationships. It's been amazing for her, having her on this program for 2 months even, and I just can't wait to see what 2022 brings for her. So these are some of the things, some of the ladies who are on the program. There are more success stories, which I will be sharing with you in January. I'm super proud of every single incredible fearless female who I am working with. I'm so thankful and also grateful for them. We have a super buzzing WhatsApp group at the moment. The community vibe is real. We've got another meetup happening in January, and the girls really I look forward to them. I love seeing them in person. I've only met some of them once, and I can't wait for our January meetup. And some of the things which all of these ladies have in common is that they are committed to their journey of transforming. They are showing up every single week to the group calls and at the scheduled one-to-one strategy calls with myself. They're working on their mindset through the education which I'm providing through this program on my platform. This is the foundation of getting to know yourself. They're all open-minded, and the biggest thing is they're all taking action. When I'm setting assignments for them to do, they're just getting on with it, and they trust the process. It's amazing what you can achieve when you feel enough is enough and you're ready to level up. So if you're currently feeling stuck and wondering what your next steps are, then this program is a great fit for you. Just like my current clients, you can level up in your career, in your business, in your relationships, in finding your purpose, in even just having a great routine for you to work on so you're feeling at your best. So get in touch with me through email or DM me on Instagram if you're interested in knowing more. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. As I said, I'm so proud of all the incredible clients who I get the privilege of working with, and I've got some big things in store for 2022. So watch this space, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks for listening.